If you know Naruto's Orochimaru, the Kusanagi sword, or the final boss of Okami, you already know this monster. The 8-headed serpent of Japan, and the legend is 1300 years old. I'm the yokai keeper. Today, the monster that ate 7 daughters, the storm god who tricked it with sake, and the holy sword found inside its tail. Let's open the atlas. Here's what we'll cover today. Number 1, what is the Orochi? Number 2, the Banished Storm God. Number 3, 8 casks of sake. Number 4, the sword in the tail. What is the Orochi? Yamata no Orochi means roughly the 8-forked serpent in the Kojiki, Japan's oldest book from the year 712. It has 8 heads and 8 tails, a beast born from pure chaos.
The text says its body stretched across 8
valleys and 8 hills, with moss and tall cedar trees growing on its back. Its belly was raw and bleeding, and its eyes glowed red like winter cherries. It was less an animal than a living landslide. Many scholars read the Orochi as a symbol of a real river, the Hi River in Izumo, that flooded every year and swallowed the rice fields. The 8 tails are its branching streams. The monster is a flood that demanded sacrifice. The Banished Storm God. Our hero is Susanoo, the storm god, brother of the sun goddess Amaterasu. He was so unruly that the other gods banished him. From heaven, he came down to earth, to the land of Izumo, alone and in disgrace. By the river he found an old couple weeping with their daughter. They had once had 8 daughters, but every single year the Orochi came and devoured 1. 7 were already gone, and tonight it would come for the last. The girl was Kushinada Hime. Susanoo struck a deal. He would slay the serpent if they gave him her hand in marriage. They agreed. And then the god did something very clever. Turned his new bride into a tome and hid her in his hair. 8 casks of sake. Susanoo didn't rely on strength alone. He had them brew 8 casks of incredibly strong sake, build a fence with 8 gates, and set 1 cask at each gate. Then he waited. 1 head he knew would go to each. The Orochi arrived, and just as he hoped, each of its 8 heads plunged into a cask and drank greedily. Soon the whole monster was roaring drunk. It slumped down across the valley and fell into a deep sleep. Susanoo drew his blade and hacked the sleeping serpent apart, head by head, tail by tail. The river, the legend says, ran red. The flood monster that had terrorized Izumo for generations was finally dead. The sword in the tail, cutting through the middle tail. His own sword suddenly chipped, as if it had struck iron. Curious, he split the tail open, and inside, gleaming, he found a magnificent great sword that nobody had forged. He named it, and offered it to his sister Amaterasu as a gift. Peace. This is Kusanagi no Tsurugi, the grass-cutting sword, and it became one of the 3 imperial regalia of Japan, said to be kept at Atsuta Shrine to this very day. Now look at your anime. Naruto's villain, Orochimaru, is named for this very serpent, snake-eyed, shedding skin, wielding a blade literally called the Kusanagi. The final boss of Okami is the Orochi itself. 1 drunk monster and a sword from its tail, echoing across 1,000 years of stories. So, the snake sorcerer and the holy sword in your favorite games and anime began with a storm god, 8 casks of sake, and a monster the size of a mountain. And every word of the legend is real folklore. This was only 1 page of the atlas. If you learned something today, subscribe and tap like. The Keeper has hundreds more spirits waiting to be met.
Thank you so much for watching.
Until the next spirit.